taking on the Seattle Mariners. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Baltimore Orioles among the league's favorites after they lost in the World Series last year. And Singy, I gotta think it's somewhat deflating when you get that close to the ultimate prize only to come up short.
Yeah, I'd say deflating, demoralizing, agonizing. You can go on. And it's just tough, Boog, because just to get to the World Series is a huge accomplishment. So, getting those last 4 wins, though, that's what makes legends.
And with opening day, here's a chance to get your season going in the right direction and take that final step this year. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Back at T-Mobile Park. Starting on the mound in this one, Todd Anderson. What do you look for here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Here's Nico Hoerner. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Hoerner needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Anderson measures 6 feet 6 inches, 265 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Nice curveball for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And that's in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's too low. And the count is even 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one away.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
Cole Young up next for the Mariners. And that drops in for a strike. Right side, hard hit. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting first, the center fielder, Julio.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
In the dirt, ball 1. Just missed.
That's down.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Xavier Isaac. Anderson back to work. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Anderson, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Fastball for a strike. In the air, left field, Alvarez sizes this one up, nabs it, and there's one down.
That is it. The third baseman,
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Next offering is in for a strike. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time.
batting 6, the left fielder, Randy. Arozarena.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Foul ball. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing, called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. It's the Orioles 1 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1. Ball 2.
Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Seiya Suzuki will hit next. Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed. That's towards center. Makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter.
Now it's the Mariners DH, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count. Ball inside.
Just missed.
Ball 2.
That one the other way. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And his first big league hit is a double. Number 15 with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
And up next for Seattle, Nico Horner.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball one. Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day. Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back in Seattle, now it's the shortstop, Cole Young.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that's in the dirt. Young, in his third season, 27 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. Fouled off left side. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering down in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And now here is Julio Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Good eye in that spot.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the runner out of scoring position.
Xavier Isaac up next for the Mariners. Fly to left his first time. That's a strike. There goes the runner. There's a ball. Throw, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
And now 2-1 after that missed inside. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering down low and in the dirt. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
McMahon.
Anderson back to work. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Mariners need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena, struck out swinging his first time. That one in the dirt, and that is ball 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
1 down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
1 out, base is empty. Here's the speedy catcher, Harry Ford. 0-for-1 so far.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
In there at the knees.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And that skips in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here on opening day. pitch is in the dirt. The count now 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a good eye there.
Count.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One gone, runner at first. At the plate, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Line drive, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
2 on, 1 out. In now is the Mariners DH. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That one finds the zone.
1 ball,
and that's strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And there's a ball.
That's a really good take. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Ford, the runner at third. Suzuki over at first with 1 away.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Kicks and deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Now it's going to be Nico Horner. There's a strike at the knees. In the air, left field, Alvarez sizing this one up, and that is the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Orioles 2 and the Mariners 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor Rogers.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Anderson got through 5 innings and only allowed 1 earned run.
He'll want to do better in his next outing, but there's some positive takeaways here, even if they couldn't come up with the win. Plenty to go over from this start.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.